Let us get back to Generative Fill in Photoshop, and I'll show you how you can easily change the background now. If you've got, for example, a car, a model, whatever in the foreground, just select this object. Selection is not that bad, but you can always get to select and mask and then play around with it, adjust it. You know that from Photoshop. If you're totally new to Photoshop, check out my playlist and you will find videos about selection. Make sure to invert your selection because we want to keep the car and get rid of all the rest. And we also have a white background, so we want to expand this. One way is to click on Generative Fill and then add a simple prompt, for example Route 66, and then let it just generate it. By default right now we will get 3 variations presented, and Route 66 looks somewhat like a simple route that could be anywhere, but it has done a good job here. Let's change the vegetation here by using a specific Florida prompt. So make it Florida Highway or Florida Route, something like this. And again, we will get 3 variations, and the other ones, they are still stored. So on the properties, you can see them. The drop-down variations is open, or you can cycle through them right here. As I've said, the 03 ones, the Route 66 variations are still stored. Let us add a totally different scene by making it a canyon background. I've tried around, for example, calling it Grand Canyon or something, but the problem is the more specific you are, the less playroom the AI has to fit the subject, so in this case the car, into the background. So it's actually not a bad idea to stay a little bit vague. But you're not limited to realistic stuff. You can directly put this car into film or photo studio. Not a bad job here. This one's okay. Even the last one, it looks unrealistic, but it has done a good job. A little bit of a problem, at least in my tests so far, is when you want to give it a dark to white gradient background. It doesn't know what to do, especially with the shadow of the car. This one, for example, is okay, but it's not a gradient. Here we have a gradient, but the shadow looks awful. And here again, the gradient or the background is fine, but the shadow, it's unusable. Let us go a little bit wild here with our prompt and just add an abstract Van Gogh painting. So even that is possible. And this looks fine, especially with the shadow we don't have any problems. And you can see it's very, very easy now to create new backgrounds for your subjects, models, cars, whatever you've got, your products, using this new generative fill. So make sure to check out Photoshop Beta if you have access. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.